So buy now, or do you want to wait to 2022? Though it's lost some of its thunder, the COVID-19 boom has continued to reverberate across the US. Thanks to historically low interest rates and other factors, many first-time home buyers, because of those rising prices, cannot afford to buy a home. In June, the median price of a previously owned home rose to $363,000 here in the US. And that's up an incredible 23.4% from a prior year, according to the National Association of Realtors. But home prices have cooled down somewhat, and they fell for 4 consecutive months until a modest increase of 1.4% in June 2021. Some would-be buyers are thinking that America's housing frenzy will exhaust itself and make 2022 an opportune year to jump into the real estate market. Don't count on it. This is Kiwi the Coast, your luxury real estate specialist, helping you maximize and sell the value of your coastal home. Now, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and let's jump in. First point is, will home buying be easier in 2022? Now, whether during a pandemic or in an economic crisis, or just in a ho-hum market, real estate prices are driven by 3 main factors: interest rates, housing supply, and consumer demand. Change even one of those factors to a significant degree and you'll see the market react. So the question is whether the elements will shift enough in 2022 to the right extent and in the right direction to make home buying more affordable for those first-time home buyers. And that next point is, interest rates are likely to rise in 2022. Interest rates will likely be higher next year. Mortgage rates hit an all-time low in January, and with the last few months of sluggish vaccinations and the COVID-19 uncertainty, the upward rise of those mortgage rates has been limited. This week, the average home mortgage rate for a 30-year mortgage stood at 2.87%. That's according to the home mortgage giant Freddie Mac. But today's cheap rates are not expected to last. The Mortgage Bankers Association has predicted that the average 30-year mortgage rate will be at 3.4% by the end of the year, meaning higher rates are coming. By the end of 2022, the MBA is predicting that we could see rates for a 30-year mortgage around 4.3%. So you can see that sitting tight and waiting for 2022 is not necessarily a good strategy for buyers. Plus, you've got the potential for missing out on future appreciation starting now. Now, waiting till next year may make sense if you're truly not in love with any of the homes that are currently on the market, or you're just not ready to make the move yet. But if you're purely looking at it from a funding perspective, now is as good a time as any to make your move and make the purchase. And remember, any uptick in the mortgage rates will mean a drop in your buying power. So here's an example. On a $500,000 purchase, 20% down, that means you've got a $400,000 mortgage. Now, if the interest rate is 2.75%, that means that your mortgage payment is approximately $1,633 per month. At 3.5%, that same $400,000 mortgage, the monthly payment's going to rise to $1,796 a month. That's a 10% increase. Third point, housing supplies are predicted to stay very tight for 2022. One of the reasons home prices has blasted off into the stratosphere, resulting bidding wars have seen buyers pay far more than the historical data suggests that those homes are worth. Each time a sold over asking price sign pops up on a lawn, it establishes the next list price, ensuring that the cycle continues, and that's not likely to change in 2022. In fact, from a seller's standpoint, why would you list a home less than the home down the street just sold for? Makes no sense. The market has materially underbuilt the supply of homes since the 2008 housing crisis, and we've never seen a resurgence of builders to offset what's happening from a population standpoint. It's going to take years to correct that. The pandemic is expected to keep disrupting home building in America by throttling the lumber supply chain and driving the cost of home construction higher. Increased costs for wood, labor, as well as available land has led to a drop of 5.1% in pulled permits for new home construction in June. However, among experts, there is optimism about the home supply challenges faced by buyers. After all, it's not only new construction that helps feed the housing inventory. And we do expect more home inventory to be around in 2022. Many sellers who've been waiting to capitalize on the appreciation that's occurred since the Great Recession are likely to put their homes on the market as soon as the impacts from the COVID-19 pandemic subside. The next point is demand will stay strong. And remember, the problem with that bidding war, where you've got 20 buyers bidding on one home, that one buyer is satisfied, but there's still going to be 19 buyers out there looking for a home. A slew of new buyers will likely get on the property ownership ladder next year, and they will join that group of lingering buyers that had their hopes of home ownership dashed this year. An average of more than 2 million new buyers enters the market every year, and that's been an average for the last 4 years. Now, assuming the same numbers in 2022, the supply of new homes entering the market doesn't stand a chance with demand in 2022. The Census Bureau estimates that only 353,000 new homes were on the market in the US in June. Now, the NAR reports that 1.25 million existing homes were on the market. So the math does not look good for buyers. Demand for housing is only going to increase as more generations of buyers enter the market, and more buyers seek more affordable areas and move because they can work remotely. The imbalance between supply and demand is likely to keep prices elevated. So what are buyers to do? Well, if they can commit to a 3 to 5 year ownership term and find a home that they like, then they should seriously consider pulling the trigger now. This should help cushion any market correction after a purchase, and the appreciation help defray purchase costs and expenses of selling over time. Hey, I hope you found all that information valuable. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you can stay up to date on all the changes with inventory, everything that might affect you and the real estate market. See you on the next video, and the room.